Welcome to the Classical Homeopathy channel. My name is Bill Gray. I'm your host on this channel. I've been practicing homeopathy for 49 years now. And in this segment, I would like to introduce what homeopathy is. Homeopathy is a alternative medicine. It's not herbal medicine, it's not Eastern medicine, it's not acupuncture, but it is an energy medicine. It is based on the principle of stimulating the body to heal itself. This is done primarily as an energy on the energy plane. Homeopathy, the term, comes from like cures like, similarity principle, which was an original idea in the early days of homeopathy when it was invented in East Germany 2 centuries ago by an East German genius named Samuel Hahnemann. The like cures like principle is that a substance which will stimulate symptoms in a volunteer person, if you give it over time, will cure those very symptoms in a sick person if you do the matching correctly. That was a basic and simplistic principle. Basically now we have a database of 7,000 remedies, and we understand personalities, mental, emotional, physical personalities of the people who respond to the remedies. And that's the basis of homeopathy. We listen to all the symptoms and the uniqueness of the individual on the mental, emotional, and physical level, and then match that to the database of cases that have been cured over the last 2 centuries. And we now have software and so on that helps us do that. Basically, homeopathy, therefore, is natural. It works by stimulating the body to heal itself. It's also non-toxic. If it's done correctly, it's possible to give too many doses, but in classical homeopathy, that's simply not done. So it is basically non-toxic. It differs from standard medicine or orthodox medicine, or we call it allopathic medicine, meaning other pathos, other suffering, on the idea that in allopathic medicine, first of all, it's a chemical medicine, and so it works differently on the body. And it has a different approach to symptoms. We consider symptoms essentially a sign of the body trying to heal. They consider symptoms an unwanted discomfort or phenomenon that needs to be stopped if possible, or suppressed if possible. Of course, and that's where the term allopathic comes from, other symptoms. It's against the symptoms. That means that if you suppress the symptoms enough over time, and they are an attempt on the part of the body to heal, then that could convert a relatively minor or acute problem into more of a chronic problem, because the body isn't allowed to finish the job, so it has no more need for the symptoms anymore. So that would be the fundamental difference between orthodox or allopathic medicine and homeopathic medicine. So in homeopathy, essentially everybody is a unique individual, and we're matching the choice of the remedy to the uniqueness of the individual. It's not based on diagnosis so much. So if 10 people with arthritis were to get in allopathic medicine, that would be the same medicine for 10 different people. In homeopathic medicine, because we're looking at the uniqueness of the individual on every level, 10 arthritis cases would get 10 different remedies usually, maybe some overlap. So it's truly holistic, mental, emotional, physical. The remedies themselves are drawn from all sources in nature, everything from minerals to plants, even to products of animals, some exotic energy forms, and so on. As I say, there's 7,000 different remedies and therefore different personalities of people who respond to those remedies. So it takes a great deal of training to learn how to do classical homeopathy correctly. The method of preparation of the remedy in homeopathy is unique and creates some controversy. A substance, whichever substance, let's say it's an herb, that we take the herb, grind it up, put it in solution in an FDA accredited, monitored laboratory, manufacturing plant, and then they have automated machines that take that solution, pound it, dilute it, pounds that, dilutes that, pounds that, dilutes that. Keeps going with pounding and diluting until literally there is no molecule left of the original thing, not even a molecule. It's, in chemical terms, it's past Avogadro's number. This prompts our critics, and you'll see this on the internet all the time, to call it a hoax. If we ourselves admit that there's nothing in there, how could it work, is the logic. It must be placebo effect or something else, even though we do treat infants, we treat animals. Actually, there are some people who use remedies to treat plants and in farming industry. No, for 2 centuries, it's true, we did not know the exact reason how this happened. We knew empirically that it was true, that it worked clinically. We knew that it was effective and it was non-toxic, and we just developed our science around that. Now, though, in the last couple of decades, we've figured out the science, the physics behind the creation of the remedies. When something's in solution, the water forms shells around the molecules. That's how it's buoyed when it's in solution. The water forms shells. When we pound it, it breaks those shells into smaller clusters. When we dilute it, it expands their size. So the more you pound it and dilute it, the more you get these nanoclusters in the water, which have been visualized by electron microscopy and measured spectroscopically and so on. We know that that's true and that each remedy is unique in that way. So the physics has been established. To summarize then, homeopathy is an alternative medicine. It's holistic, looking at the whole person. The choice of the remedy is individualized to the person. And it's an energy medicine, the physics of which we now understand. And therefore, it only works by stimulating the body to heal itself. And it does not do any harm because without resonance, nothing can happen. That's the basic story of what homeopathy is.